Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Universe Mode, episode 32. We're here on SmackDown, and ladies and gentlemen, in case you missed yesterday's episode, I have an updated schedule. If you want more information on that, you're going to have to go back to episode 31 and watch the beginning of the episode. But let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into the show. Let's not waste any time. Let's break down the match card. I am your host and commentator, the King Chiron. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Swerve needs a number one contender for the upcoming exclusive SmackDown pay-per-view Heatwave. Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker are going to do battle to determine who will be facing Swerve at Heatwave. After that, ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany Stratton will take on Sasha Banks to determine Bianca Belair, the new WWE Women's World Heavyweight Champion's number one contender. Either Tiffany Stratton or Sasha Banks will be challenging Bianca at Heatwave. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Ilya Dragunov, he needs a new number one contender. And we're going to settle that with a triple threat match between Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Seth frickin' Rollins. After that, ladies and gentlemen, Rhea Ripley will do battle against Liv Morgan. Rhea Ripley pissed off that she lost her Women's World Championship, and she needs someone to take her aggression out on. Liv Morgan just so happens to be on the brand. And after that, ladies and gentlemen, the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest look to get their hands on those WWE World Tag Team Championships. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa will do battle. Finn Balor and Damian Priest will try to become number one contender. But ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the show.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes!
Ladies and gentlemen, Carmelo Hayes is ready to do action, ready to do battle against a foe that he's already faced before. Carmelo Hayes has beaten Braun Breaker for the NXT Championship. And now all he has to do is beat him again. And he will be number one contender to Swerve's Intercontinental Championship.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker!
Ladies and gentlemen, Braun Breaker ready to do battle, ready to go the distance. He has a tough opponent in Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes is athletic, as quick as any superstar on the roster can be, as agile. Braun Breaker tends to show off strength, but don't let that fool you, ladies and gentlemen. Braun Breaker can be agile, can be athletic when he wants to be, if necessary. Bell rings. Carmelo goes right after Breaker with a drop kick that takes Breaker right off his feet. Speaking of feet, Carmelo Hayes is going to use his to stomp on Braun Breaker, who sweeps the feet of Carmelo, dropping him to the floor. Braun Breaker showing off a little bit of that athleticism, lifting up Carmelo and slamming him down twice. Braun misses a strike, but not that time. Strike upside the head to Carmelo Hayes. Braun Breaker gonna lock in a submission on Carmelo early, but Carmelo slipping out of it. Shot to the back. Carmelo going over the top rope and down to the floor. Braun Breaker on the outside. Gonna wrench at the neck of Carmelo Hayes. Drops Carmelo down onto his back. Stomp to the arm of Carmelo. Braun Breaker gonna roll through, lifting him up, slamming him back down. Does it again. Carmelo with a kip up, but Braun Breaker catches him and throws him right into the post. Braun Breaker bouncing Carmelo's head off the ring apron now. Oh, lifts him up and meets a super kick in his efforts. Breaker with a kick upside the head to Carmelo, but Carmelo may have got the distance. But Braun Breaker closes it once again with a choke to the floor. Breaker back in the ring. Referee at the count of 8. Carmelo back in the ring. Braun catching Carmelo in the gut with a strike. Carmelo dropping Braun Breaker, goes for a pin. Braun kicking out at 1. Carmelo going off the ropes, takes Braun Breaker down with a clothesline. Elevated clothesline from the ropes assist. And Carmelo Hayes going to lock Braun Breaker into a submission, who instantly fights his way out. Carmelo with a strike to the gut. Throws Breaker to the ropes. Goes under, twists him around, and takes him down to the floor. Kick upside the head. Carmelo thrown to the ropes. Braun ducks under. Hops over. Nails him with a spear to the gut. Cuts him in half. Goes for the pin. But Carmelo able to kick out at 2. Stomp to the arm. Braun gonna roll through. Lift up Carmelo. Slam him back down. Gonna do it again. Carmelo trying to fight his way back into this match. But Braun Breaker gonna fight his way to keep Carmelo out of it. Carmelo and Braun throwing these rights, going back and forth. Carmelo trying to stay on his feet. Braun might be too much for Carmelo Hayes. Breaker with another strike upside the head and a running clothesline to take him down. The straps of Braun Breaker come down, stomp to the arm. And Breaker gonna lock Carmelo Hayes into the submission, into the Steiner recliner. But Carmelo Hayes slips right on out. For all those who don't know, Braun Breaker, ladies and gentlemen, a nephew and a son of the Steiners. That makes Braun Breaker a second generation superstar, I believe. Carmelo Hayes doesn't come from wrestling families. He got here through grit and determination. And he's gonna need a little more if he wants to stay in this match. Super kick to the chin of Braun, who does a kip up. Carmelo rolling through a Breaker, kick to the chest. Carmelo with the code breaker to Breaker. But kick out of that pin attempt from Braun Breaker. Carmelo going off the middle rope, nails the moonsault. Goes for another pin on Braun Breaker. Breaker kicking out at 1. Carmelo gonna have to do something crazy here if he wants to get the win. Braun Breaker nails a spear on Carmelo. Cuts him in half yet again. Goes for the pin. Braun Breaker picks up the win after that vicious spear. And Braun Breaker will meet Swerve at Heatwave for the Intercontinental Championship. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany Stratton takes on Sasha Banks one-on-one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany Stratton, a next generation superstar with a lot to prove, has a big opportunity.
Massachusetts, Sarah Bates.
Sasha Banks with a lot to prove as well, ladies and gentlemen. Note and pay attention that she left Bayley behind this time. Sasha Banks wants to win this opportunity on her own. No help. Sasha Banks, if Sasha Banks was to win here, she would have a WrestleMania rematch with Bianca Belair for a women's world title. Bell rings. Sasha goes right up. Tiffany Stratton misses the drop kick. Tiffany with an armbar on Sasha Banks, who rolls through. Spins Tiffany right out of the armbar situation. Banks misses, but doesn't miss with the combination. Tiffany Stratton catches Sasha Banks, stomp to the arm. Stomp upside the head. Drop kick to the back of Sasha Banks. Banks getting up to her feet, but a chop. Lifting Sasha Banks up. Takes down Sasha Banks. Tiffany Stratton with a moonsault to Sasha Banks. Stomp to the arm. And another stomp to the arm from Tiffany Stratton. Stratton going up to the top rope, looking for high-risk offense, high-risk maneuver. Could win it big here. Drop kick from the top rope takes down Sasha. And Tiffany goes for a pin early. Only a count of 1. Tiffany Stratton gonna work the head. Kicks to the skull of Sasha Banks. And now a stomp to the arm. And again, stomp to the leg now. Sasha Banks trying to fight her way back into this match. Tiffany Stratton had a counter ready. And a clothesline that takes Sasha right off her feet. Tiffany Stratton gonna bounce the head off the floor. Lifts Sasha Banks up. Gets her onto her back, on top of the shoulders, but Sasha slips out. Throws Tiffany Stratton down by the announce table and back in the ring. Sasha Banks gonna pose. Tiffany Stratton grabs her while she was taunting. Hops over, lifts her up, and spikes her down onto a knee. Sasha Banks slips out of the next assault, kicks the leg, grabs Tiffany Stratton, throws her, knee to the gut. Tiffany Stratton rolls out of the way, clothesline to Sasha, misses the stomp, and Sasha Banks on the comeback, double clothesline, catches Tiffany, sweeps the leg, takes her down. Tiffany Stratton with a shot to the gut, lifts up Sasha Banks, drapes her over the ropes, and goes for the pin on Sasha. Banks able to kick out at 2 after this assault. Tiffany lifting Sasha Banks up, carrying her over to the corner. Elbow to the head. And I think we're going to see, ladies and gentlemen, the world's prettiest moonsault. But it almost gets Tiffany Stratton the victory. Stratton with elbow to the gut of Sasha Banks. Carries Sasha Banks over to the ropes, drapes her on top of the top rope. And Tiffany Stratton gonna launch Sasha Banks into the middle rope. Sasha with a kick upside the head, ready to make the comeback here, but Stratton with a wicked combination, works the arm, takes Sasha down with it. Continuing to work the arm, knee to the arm now. Gonna continue to stomp on the arm, stomp on the fingers of Sasha Banks, taking her arms right out of the match. No arms means Sasha Banks can't use her signature maneuvers as effectively. Sweeps the leg and takes Stratton down. Sasha Banks now gonna work the arm of Tiffany Stratton, stomping on Stratton's fingers. A measure of payback here. Stomp onto the head. Kick to the back. Misses a stomp, but doesn't miss the kick. Sasha Banks with a combination. Continuing to attack the arm of Tiffany Stratton. Sasha Banks setting up for more high-risk offense. Dive through the ropes, but Tiffany Stratton moved out of the way. Bounces Sasha Banks' head off the ring apron. Lifting Sasha Banks up onto the shoulders. Rolls with her signature maneuver from Tiffany Stratton, who sets up for a moonsault onto the floor on the outside. Bounces Sasha's head off the floor. And Stratton gonna go for another moonsault. Throw Sasha back into the ring. Tiffany Stratton going high risk offense again. Elbow drop from the top. And Tiffany Stratton locking the arms, going for I was going to say submission hold, but it wasn't a submission. but it did do enough damage to Sasha, who rolls out of the ring. Tiffany Stratton telling her to get back to her feet. Stratton thinking to dive through the ropes and take out Sasha Banks. Stomp to the arm and now to the leg. Try to lift Sasha up, but Sasha had a counter waiting for her. Throws her into the ring post. Sasha being thrown down by the ring apron. Sasha Banks catches Tiffany Stratton's assault. And Sasha Banks sets up for bank statement outside on the floor. Sasha Banks locking in a submission hold out on the floor. But Tiffany Stratton fighting out of it. Referee at the count of 8. Both women yet to get back in the ring. Stratton beats Sasha in. Tiffany Stratton blew Sasha a kiss as the referee counted to 10.
Winner, Tiffany Stratton.
And ladies and gentlemen, I've said it before, I'll say it again, a win is a win. Tiffany Stratton picks up the victory over Sasha Banks. And Tiffany Stratton is now #1 contender to Bianca Belair's Women's World Championship. She'll have a big match at Heatwave. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, a triple threat match between Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Seth frickin' Rollins to determine who will face Ilya Dragunov for the World Heavyweight Championship.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
The underdog from the underground makes his way to the ring. Sami Zayn has been fighting for opportunities to get his hands on Ilya Dragunov. This could be Sami's biggest, a triple threat to determine if he will face Ilya at Heatwave for the world title.
And his opponents, first from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jey Uso ready to do battle against two high caliber opponents, one of which is actually a friend of Jey Uso's. Sami Zayn and Jey Uso will probably take no pleasure in beating the snot out of each other, but it's what they're gonna have to do if they want to become #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins looks to get his hands on that world title. He didn't have many world championship opportunities over on Raw. He failed to win the Money in the Bank contract won by his nemesis, CM Punk. But here on SmackDown, Seth Rollins jumps to the front of the line, getting a huge world title opportunity. Bell rings, and this triple threat match starts with Jay going right after Sammy, kick to the gut, uppercut, and Seth Rollins with a drop kick to Jay Uso. Sammy and Jay taking down Rollins first. Jay tried to throw Rollins into the corner. Jay, meanwhile, got knocked down by Seth. Sami Zayn going after Rollins, elbows to Rollins' gut. Jay tried to take out the legs of Sammy. Sammy ducked it. Throws Jay to the ropes. Drop kick from Seth Rollins. Rollins now with an elbow beside the head of Sami Zayn. Zayn being carried over to the ropes. Jay tried to come in with a clothesline. No one home. Grabs Rollins from behind. Elbow to the back. Grabs Rollins again. And Jay with a strike to the head. Sami Zayn lifting Jey Uso up, drapes him over the ropes. Rollins catching Sammy from behind, DDT. Jey Uso lifting Seth up, drops him with a Samoan drop. Sammy took Jay out and goes for a pin on Rollins, who kicks out even before one. Jey Uso back in the ring. Seth Rollins tried to do damage on Sammy. Seth Rollins thrown to the ropes. Jey Uso lifts him up with a scoop slam, slams him down. Sami Zayn with a neck breaker to Jey Uso. And strikes to the head of Jay. These two, normally friends, will have to do battle against one another. Will have to face one another down and take one another out if it means becoming #1 contender. Sami Zayn has that in mind as he locks Jey Uso into the submission, but Jay fighting out quickly. Seth with a drop kick to Jey Uso, who rolls out of the ring. Sami throws Rollins to the ropes, ducks under, but Seth Rollins with a huge clothesline takes Sami off his feet. Kick to the gut. Sami locking Seth up, nails him with a power bomb. And Jay throws a kendo stick at Sami. Throws Sami into a headbutt that busts Sami open. But Rollins there to make the save, stop the pin attempt. Jey Uso tried to strike Seth. Seth countered. Seth Rollins carrying Jay over to the ropes. Sami Zayn with a drop kick to Rollins. Going off the rope but misses Seth Rollins. Rollins throws Jay out of the ring. Seth Rollins dives through the ropes and nails Jay against the barricade. Sami Zayn with that kendo stick to Seth, misses Jay. Jay knocks it out of Sami's hands. Spine buster, but gets nailed with a drop kick from Seth Rollins. Sami Zayn throwing Seth into the ring. Throws Jay into the barricade. Sami back in the ring, clothesline to Seth Rollins, misses a stomp. Hurricane Rana from Sami, and Jey Uso now with a baseball bat. Sami still working over the neck of Seth Rollins here. Knocks the baseball bat out of Jay's hands, but Jay with a quick counter strikes to the head of Sami Zayn. Seth Rollins carries Sammy over to the corner, bounces that bloody head off the turnbuckle post. DDT to Jey Uso, goes for the pin. Seth Rollins could pick up the win here. Kick out. Sami Zayn in the corner, still yet to move. Oh, and he just moved. Neck breaker to Seth Rollins. And Rollins goes out of the ring. Sammy gonna work over Jey Uso, lifts him up. Onto the top rope, strikes to the head. Jey Uso with a kick, breaking away. Throws Sammy to the ropes. Ducks under. Super kick to Sami Zayn. Rollins tried to throw Jey out of the ring. Rollins reversed it, threw him out of the ring. Throws Sammy out of the ring. Rollins in the ring. Takes Jey down with a knee from the top rope. Sammy nails a luba kick on Seth Rollins. Jey has Sammy up, but the referee blocking the way. Jey decides to nail him with the Samoan drop. Gonna steal the pin on Seth Rollins. Seth able to kick out at 2 after being nailed with a haluva kick from Sami Zayn. Jey Uso fighting out of the hands of Seth Rollins. Steel chair thrown at Jey Uso. Sammy going for a pin, but Seth breaks it up. Seth tried to take down Sammy. Sammy moved out of the way. Gonna flip Seth Rollins into a powerbomb position. And now Sammy nailed with the baseball bat thrown by Jey Uso. Jey gonna stomp on the gut of Sammy. Rollins with an elbow to the back. Carries Jey to the ropes. Drapes him over the rope. Drop kick to Seth. Seth thrown on the ropes and speared by Jey Uso. Pin attempt broken up by Sami Zayn with a kick. Rollins has to roll out of the ring. Suplex from Sammy to Jey. Sami Zayn gonna pin Jey Uso here. But Jey kicks out at 1. Stomps from Sami Zayn to Jey Uso. These two holding nothing back. Jey Uso slammed down. And Seth Rollins with a kendo stick shot to Sammy. And again, kendo stick breaking over the leg of Sami Zayn. Sammy rolled onto his back. Elbow to the knee. Rollins going off the rope with a moonsault to Sammy. Jey introducing another kendo stick shot to the back of Seth Rollins. Rollins being rolled over. Jey going for a pin. Sammy down in the corner right in front of him. Seth kicking out at 2. Sammy grabs Jey, elbow upside the head. Goes for a pin on Jey. Rollins there to break that pin attempt up. Rollins lifting up Sammy, drops him onto a knee. Spikes the arm onto the canvas. Kick upside the back. Drops Sammy onto a knee yet again. Jey Uso with a floating neck breaker to Seth Rollins. Jey Uso going top rope. Who's he gonna nail? Seth Rollins is the man. Goes for the pin. But Seth kicks out at 2. Staying in the match. Jey Uso now with the baseball bat nails Sammy. Gonna roll Sammy over after the shot with the baseball bat. Going for the pin. Sammy kicks out at 2. Jey Uso tried to nail a DDT on Sami Zayn. Sammy fighting out of it. Seth Rollins with a kick to the gut of Sami Zayn. Curb stomp to Sammy. And Jey Uso with the rollover DDT to Rollins, but Rollins fighting out of it. Jey Uso with strikes, a combination to Seth. Seth ducks it. Jey Uso suplex to Rollins. Stomp to Sammy. Gonna work Sammy's head. Jey Uso trying to get the win any way he can. Seth down on the outside. Sammy's back being kicked. Roll up from Sami Zayn to Jey Uso. But Seth Rollins there to break it up. Super kick to Sami. And Seth going for the pin. But Sami kicks out at 2 to stay in the match. Jey Uso kicked in the gut by Sami. Seth Rollins carrying Sami over to the ropes. Jey Uso grabs Seth from behind. Throws Seth to the ropes. Misses the super kick. Seth Rollins lifting Jey up. Knocks him down onto a knee. Jey back to his feet. Thrown into the corner. Rollins grabbing the kendo stick. Meanwhile, Sami Zayn setting Jey up for high-risk maneuver. Struck with the kendo stick. Seth drops the kendo stick. And Jey Uso nails an elbow drop from the top to Seth's head. Grabs the baseball bat. Misses the strike. Again. But nails Seth upside the head. Seth rolls out of the way. Gets struck in the gut. Rolls out of the way again. Knocks the baseball bat out of Jey's hands. Seth going off the ropes. Curb stomp to Jey Uso. Nailed in the gut with a sledgehammer shot. And Jey nailed with the sledgehammer from Sami Zayn. Zayn gonna pin Jey Uso here. But Jey powers out at 2. Strike to the back. Kick upside the head. Jey Uso lifting Sami up. Rolls Sami down. Gonna lock Sami into a submission here. Middle of the ring. Sami kicking his way out. Sami grabbing Jey. Throws him to the ropes. Nails him with a drop kick. Seth Rollins with another kendo stick. Sami attacking the head of Jey. Nailed. Nails Seth Rollins with the haluva kick, going for the pin. Sami Zayn is #1 contender to Ilya Dragunov's world title.
Your winner, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn will challenge Ilya Dragunov for the World's Heavyweight Championship at Heatwave. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, the wrath of Rhea Ripley may be coming down on Liv Morgan. Rhea Ripley waiting for Liv in the ring. And here comes Liv Morgan, not waiting. Referee trying to break it up. And Liv throws the ref out of the way, continues to attack Rhea Ripley. And this match has been called off. Liv Morgan going to attack the leg of Rhea Ripley here. Liv Morgan trying to add insult to injury. Rhea Ripley just lost her women's world title. And Liv Morgan gonna attack Rhea Ripley. Rhea thrown out of the ring. Liv with a strike upside the head. Rhea blocks it, nails a strike of her own. Rhea back in the ring. Liv Morgan going off the ropes, grabs Rhea by the head scissors, takedown. Stomp to the arm. And Rhea Ripley on the receiving end of an assault from Liv Morgan. Morgan going top rope. Rhea trying to get back to her feet. Ripley taken down with a drop kick from Liv Morgan. And a big knee to the head of Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan takedown to Rhea Ripley. Ripley back to her feet. And the referee gets knocked down by Liv. Ripley takes advantage, ducks under, hops over, drop kick blocked by Liv. Morgan throwing Rhea to the ropes, ducks under, hops over, drop kick blocked by Rhea now. Liv ducks a strike from Rhea. Rhea with a German suplex to Liv Morgan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a match the bell was called for. This match was thrown out. These two women are just going back and forth, battering one another. Rhea Ripley stomping on the fingers now of Liv Morgan. Rhea gonna do it again. Rhea not satisfied, wants to hurt Liv Morgan. Stomp to the arm now, and another stomp to the arm. Rhea locking Liv in a submission. Liv fights her way out. Rolls Ripley through. Liv going off the ropes, but Rhea catches her. Lifts Liv up and slams her down. Rhea setting up for Riptide. Could nail it here on Liv Morgan. Kick to the gut. Riptide to Liv Morgan. But Rhea not done yet. Rhea going outside. Top rope. Huge elbow drop from the top to Liv Morgan. Misses the stomp. And Liv hits Oblivion on Rhea. Stomp to the arm. And Liv Morgan gonna lock in a submission on Rhea. Rhea fighting out of it. Rhea throwing Liv to the ropes. Lifts up Liv, lets her fall. Liv Morgan rolls out of the ring. And Rhea Ripley telling Liv to get back to her feet. Rhea misses the dive on the outside. Liv takes advantage. Neck breaker onto the floor to Rhea Ripley. Kick to the gut. Code breaker to Rhea. Stomp to the arm of Rhea Ripley and another stomp to the arm to Rhea. Rhea thrown into the ring. Liv back in the ring too. Rhea trying to get back to her feet. Liv going off the ropes. Kick upside the head to Ripley. Stomp to the leg of Rhea. And Liv Morgan going top rope. Huge splash down to Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan setting up for Oblivion one more time. Rhea countered it. And I think the referee finally got tired of these two going back and forth, broke it up. Match thrown out, but ladies and gentlemen, this can only mean one thing. At Heat Wave, these two will have another match. This time non-title because Rhea's not champion. I guess we'll find out what type of match these two will have on the next episode of SmackDown. But speaking of, it's time for the main event. DIY takes on the Judgment Day. DIY in the ring waiting, and here comes Balor and Damian Priest. These two teams not waiting. These two teams looking to batter one another. Finn Balor and Jey Uso. Johnny Gargano in the ring. Ciampa makes it back to the corner. Damian Priest in the corner. Referee rings the bell. Johnny Gargano starts his match off by taking Finn Balor off his feet. Lifts Finn Balor up. Throws Balor into the corner. Drops Balor onto his head. Lifts Balor up again. Throws Balor back into the corner. Chop to the chest. Throws Balor out of the corner. Goes off the ropes. Drop kick upside the head to Finn Balor. Johnny Gargano throwing Balor back into the corner yet again. Tag made to Tommaso Ciampa. Double super kick to Finn Balor. Ciampa throwing Balor to the ropes. Hops over. Ducks under. Goes underneath. Nails the German suplex on Finn Balor. Strike upside the head. Stomp. And the head bounces off the knee. Spinning clothesline from Ciampa to Balor. And Balor's got to roll out of the ring. Ciampa going outside the ropes to get Balor some more punishment. Stomps to Balor's chest. Ciampa back in the ring. Balor back in the ring. And Ciampa with strikes to Balor. Takes Balor off his feet. Balor being lifted up here. Thrown into the corner. But Balor fighting out his way out of the corner. Balor taking out Gargano. Ciampa grabbed Balor. Bounces his head off the corner post. Ciampa gonna choke out Balor. Lifting Balor right off his feet and drops Balor onto the floor. Goes for the pin on Finn Balor. Kick out from Balor. Balor makes the tag to Damian Priest. Priest now in the ring. Super kick to Ciampa. Stomp to the back of Ciampa. Kick to the back. Stomp to the back. And another kick to the back. Priest going off the ropes. Flying elbow to Tommaso Ciampa. Goes for the pin on Ciampa. Ciampa able to kick out at 2. Kick upside the head from Ciampa to Priest. Spikes Priest arm down. Tag made to Johnny Gargano. Priest grabbing Gargano. Spikes Gargano's head right into the apron, right onto the mat. Slams Johnny Gargano down. Gonna do it again. Knee to the back. Lifting him up. Bounces Johnny's head off the ring apron. Kick to the leg. Lifts him up. Strike to the head. And Damian Priest gonna tag in Finn Balor. Balor lifting Gargano up. Throws Gargano to the ropes. Double stomp to the chest. Finn Balor gonna work the neck of Johnny Gargano and spike Gargano down to the canvas. Gargano with a kip up right into Balor's combo, but Johnny blocks the next shot. Kick to the gut. Pops over and takes down Balor. Johnny Gargano going for a pin here, but Balor kicking out at 1. Gargano tags in Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa throwing Balor into the corner. Tags in Gargano yet again. Gargano getting a lifted air raid assault to Balor, who kips up. Balor taking Gargano into the corner. Bounces out the kick to the gut of Johnny Gargano. Gargano setting up for that maneuver. Spikes Finn Balor into the canvas. Tags in Ciampa yet again. Ciampa raises a knee to Balor's chin. Lifts Balor back to his feet. Throws Balor into the corner. Ciampa went for the double team assault. Balor blocked it. Lifting Ciampa up and nails him with 1916, going for the pin. but Finn Balor stopped by Johnny Gargano. Tags in Damian Priest. Super kick from Priest to Ciampa. Ciampa got to roll out of the ring to get a little distance. Priest dive to the outside, takes out Tommaso Ciampa. Lifting Ciampa up, spikes Ciampa down onto the floor, busting him open. And Damian Priest setting up, try to nail that choke slam on Ciampa, but Ciampa fought his way out. Strikes to the head on Damian Priest. Referee at the count of 8, and Priest back in the ring. Knocks Johnny Gargano off the apron. Ciampa back in the ring. Priest gonna pose. Takes his eye off Ciampa, who nails him with a neck breaker. Spinning neck breaker from Ciampa to Priest. Priest thrown to the ropes. Hopped over. Elbow to the chest. Strike to Priest. Priest lifted up. Priest thrown to the corner. Strike upside the head. Blocked by Damian Priest, who sets up for the choke slam and nails it on Ciampa. Goes for the pin. And the Judgment Day are #1 contenders after beating DIY. DIY will be facing Judgment Day in a rematch come Heat Wave, the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you want to call it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining me here today. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. I know this episode was a lot more building for the future, but ladies and gentlemen, we have to. Heat Wave is only another week away. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again for watching this episode. If you are returning, I want to thank you for coming back. If you are new to the channel, maybe hit that like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And I wish to welcome you back for the next episode, episode 33, which will be an episode of Raw. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host, King Chiron, your host and commentator. Until then, take care and have a beautiful, beautiful day.